you just want to go in and just take it as if normal everyday manual book. But of course, we as women and men, we do still like excitement in the relationship. So therefore, we're going to discuss points and everything about how we think is necessary and how we think it's fun and just things that we can incorporate.
What I wanted to add last discussion was it wasn't so much of the foreplay being inside the bedroom, but being outside of the bedroom. You know, just doing certain things that would be out of the norm for our mate to do for us. That is foreplay to me. You know, making sure that everything is together and looking the way I always complain about it looking, you know, and changing it up. And you know, when I'm coming home, just hear nice music flowing and, you know, got, you know, just a couple of snacks or something before dinner, just something simple, just so that I can come from out of that work mode or that, you know, that world, that corporate world, and then coming home and just being relaxed and just kind of winding down and just saying, okay, I'm getting my 15 minutes. I've been asking for my 15 minutes when I come home, but normally with, you know, kids and spouse, you don't get that 15 minutes when you walk through the door. So foreplay sometimes is coming through the door, hearing some nice music going, some incense going, and it's like, you know, just take a seat. We got this tonight. Or just take a seat and just wind down, give you some wine, and just relax.
Exactly. And I agree with you on that point because it's always good to let your mate know, especially if you had a hard day at work. The most thing that you really need to know is that when you come home, you got someone that has your back. Okay.
So I guess foreplay is
So that was one type of discussion on mental foreplay. I mean, is there any type of other foreplay that you think, I mean, that we can maybe discuss?
I think like holding hands, you know, when you walk out, or your woman's in the kitchen cooking, run up to her, you know, you don't have to run, but walk up to her and just kiss her on the cheek, tell her I love you, or just rub her on the back. Just that touching, just that little small touch can be a form of foreplay, and you not even know it. Maybe brush your, you know, move your hair to the side or something like that. That is some real sexy foreplay. And it's just so subtle and it's so sexy. But and a man would, if he would do that, and of course, just like you said, this woman would be like, oh, I just really love him.
You know what? I just want to stress again that men need to know that all women are different, and so they need to be very observant of their woman to find out what it is that you know, gets her in the mood. And I think that I wouldn't say across the board, but I would like to say across the board. I think one of the things that gets women in the mood is laughter. And a man who takes the time to make sure his woman smiles and laughs, I mean, half his battle is done right there. If he could, you know, that, and they do that when they first meet you. They have you smiling and laughing all the time, whether it's through jokes or whether it's through wit and sarcasm or it's through flirting. So those type of things can get, you know, get you halfway there. So, and also, just basically conversation, like being into your mate. Like when you first meet your mate, it's kind of like, well, you know, what's your favorite color, or what's your sign? You know, you always asking your mate these questions. But then when you're in a relationship, you feel like you know who your mate is, so you don't have to continue to get to know your mate.
Yeah.
But really, your mate is ever changing. We change all the time. You know what our favorite color was today, and I'm just using that simple term as, you know, it could represent anything, any question that they may have asked. You know, how I feel about politics today may be different. How I feel about spirituality today may be different. How I feel about current events or what's going on may be different. So just knowing that my mate is into me that way to ask me those questions is a turn on for me. So, I mean, between laughter and just getting to know me on a continuous basis is you know, really foreplay for me. So,
No, for
is
me,
there anybody that can do that?
Well, I think that first of all, I mean, we saying foreplay is for, you have to let your mate know exactly what you want. And as we were speaking now on when you first meet your mate, that you find out the different things that he like and you find out what you like. And a lot of men fail to realize what you did to get that woman is what you're gonna have to continue to doing to keep that woman. And once the smile go away, the conversation go away, then everything goes away. So you have to keep that excitement. I mean, as she just said, I mean, just a genuine smile. As long as, I mean, you have that genuine smile, then, I mean, that's the best thing.
When I walk by, wink at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best thing ever.
Brush up against me,
Yeah.
or pull me to you. You know, that swag. That's what we call swag. Right there. You gotta have a little swag. It's gotta be, you know, just like you into me. You know, not just when we get into the bedroom.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, when I come in after a hard day, just to sit down and conversate about my day and how my day went, and you're concerned about me, I mean, that's a form of foreplay for me. To let me know that outside there's a big world. Then I come back home to love, care, and concern. I mean, that's great.
I agree with that. I really agree with that.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna revisit this topic again
And again.
and again.
And again, over and over.